these are the three things that I think could be really important and helpful for us right now. The first thing is being safe and cultivating feelings of safety. What I mean by that is like we're all kind of like really nervous and like on edge and really scared right now. And living in that space of feeling unsafe, even though it's understandable, is not good for our nervous systems. And even if you might not feel safe in the current environment, I just want to invite us to like take a moment whenever you can, either find a place, maybe it's a place in your home, or maybe it's a place that you go to, maybe a place in nature where you can go and be alone, a place where you feel safe, and just take a moment to just breathe and cultivate a feeling of safety, at least at that time. You can be like, right now, I'm safe here. Right now, nothing's gonna happen to me right now. I'm safe. And give your nervous system a moment, like a break, and do this as often as you can. It could be a place that you go to, or ideally, if you can make it happen to where this is a place that you go to in your mind and you can be like, take a few breaths, close your eyes, and just acknowledge that right now, as you are, where you are safe, and just calm your nervous system down. That's gonna keep us healthy. That's gonna keep us clear minded. That's gonna keep us focused. You can't even think about taking care of the people around you if you're not well taken care of. So we need to stay healthy, and as much as you can, give your nervous system a break by cultivating feelings of safety. The second thing that I wanted to offer is be yourself. As much as you can, as much as you're comfortable with, don't let everything that's happening keep you from being who you really are, for being yourself. Obviously, do it in a way that is safe. I'm not at all in any way inviting you to provoke anyone or to engage with anything. I'm just saying find spaces where you can be yourself. Even if that is just in the comfort of like your home with like two friends and people who you really trust, that you can completely be yourselves and enjoy yourselves and laugh and dance and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy being yourself. Enjoy being your true self around people who you're comfortable with, people who you love, people who accept you for who you are. As much as you can have these moments of connection with others where you can like be yourself and enjoy yourself and be happy with who you are, if you can maintain some of that in your life, I think that is also really important. I also think it's important that we find a way to calmly, without panicking, uh, that we also stay informed and stay involved. And I know that's easy to say, and I'm gonna talk about some ways in that you can do that. But I also don't want to see, because it's very easy to then try to escape and try to numb through drinking or through scrolling on Facebook or through just finding ways to distract yourself from what's going on just to get by and just completely disconnect from what's going on and disconnect from yourself. And I don't think that does anybody any good. If you need to separate yourself or put some distance between, you know, yourself and what's going on for your own health, do that. But as much as you can, and if you have the power to doing so in a way that won't hurt you, try to stay informed and try to stay involved. When I say try to stay informed, one advice that I wanted to give everyone is that you pick good sources for the information that you are absorbing. Like it goes back to like critical thinking that we got taught in school. When you're reading an article, watching out for phrases that or words that are loaded with emotion, trying to control you and manipulate what emotion you should be feeling about the subject. It sounds basic, but just be conscious of receiving news and information in a way that feels neutral and calming, not these alarming, fearful feelings, because that's not gonna help you. And it's better if you pick sources that are more reliable, that are unbiased, and that are just accurate and not loaded with additional emotion and emotional manipulation, basically. The other things that I was going to say, if you're able to stay involved, there's so many organizations that are doing a lot of work to keep us safe. Um, there is Human Rights Campaign, there is GLAD. I know, like, I'm in Florida, and in Florida we have Equality Florida. Just anything that you can do to stay involved. If you can, like, contribute financially, great. If you can contribute some of your time, great. If you can't do either of those things, follow their sign up for their newsletter so you can at least occasionally know what they're fighting for, what they're doing, and if there's anything that you can do to contribute, anything that you can show up for. Um, just doing it in a way that does not cause you more anxiety, but that you feel more helpful. I also think it's really good for us to take some time to go back and look at, revisit our gay history, our history of gay rights and civil rights. I posted a video during last Pride last year, um, with two friends of mine. We revisited a lot of the gay history and talked about a lot of the people who gave their lives for us to have the rights that we have now. And I think it's good to remember what some of these people gave up and did for us to have these freedoms right now. And that we shouldn't just, like, throw our hands up and just crawl into a corner and hide. That, I'm not encouraging anything that feels dangerous at all, just staying informed. It's also really inspiring to revisit those chapters in history, because it just shows the strength that we have as a community, and it can make you feel, it can give you comfort in the fact that we're not a community that gets easily pushed around, and that our intentions are always of love, and are always of us wanting to be ourselves and having the right to exist and having equality. It's not, it should not be a big ask. Those are the things that I wanted to offer up. Being safe and cultivating feelings of safety, finding place to be yourself, places where you can be yourself, express yourself, and enjoy yourself with the people that you love. Not escaping or numbing, but staying informed without panicking, and staying involved as much as you can. I wanted to just close out by saying, you know, if you feel the way that I felt when I wanted to be sharing things, and I felt this, like, oh God, I feel like this is out of touch to be sharing my arts and crafts, or sharing about building your life or your dreams when all this is going on. I just want to say, like, I felt that way, and I feel like it's a reasonable, like, feeling. But I think this is the time for us to be sharing our gifts to the fullest, whatever gifts that is. If it's arts, if it's crafts, if it's your words, if it's related to what's going on or not. Just, this is a time where we all need each other, and we need to show up as much as we can. And so please continue to share your gifts, and please, like, don't let any of these keep you from, again, continuing to build the life of your dreams, because you deserve it. We all deserve it. And things are always going to happen. So don't ever let anything or anyone stop you from building the life of your dreams. No matter what is going on, always make time for that. And obviously, I'm always going to invite us all to have a little bit more compassion for ourselves, compassion to each other. I always want to talk about that, because it's just something that is just, I feel like we need more of in this world. And I know it's easier said than done. I know a lot of us kind of brush over it, the idea of compassion, like, yeah, yeah, sure, I'll try. Or but I know a lot of us, for a lot of us, it's very challenging. It's like, how do you have compassion for people who don't want us to exist? Or how do you have compassion for someone who would put money and power over people? It's I know that is a big ask, but I told myself, and I've been talking about this in my videos for a few years now, that I'm always gonna choose to find compassion for anyone who hurts me, or for anyone in general. I'm always gonna have to try to have compassion for them. And you can find compassion for people who are greedy, because you know I just feel like I imagine what they must be feeling, and I can only like imagine just how sad it would be that you feel like money and power are going to be what fulfills you in life. Like, I just find that really sad, because I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like that at the end of the day, when you're in your deathbed, that's not going to mean anything to you. The money that you collected is not going to mean anything to you. The power that you had is not going to mean anything to you. What's going to mean something to you is going to be that you go knowing that you had a heart full of love. I feel like that's what's really meaningful in life. And the connections that you made with people, the hearts that you touched. Just, um, I feel like that's more important than anything. And I can't imagine how sad it would be for people who are missing out on that and chasing money and power over people. And so I can find compassion in that. And yeah, that is what I wanted to share with all of you today. I hope that it was helpful. And yeah, stay safe. I'm sending so much love to all of you.